How's it going, Rogues Gallery? Today is a long time coming because we are talking about none other than Warlord Saga of the Storm. This is a TCG from the early 2000s, one that I actually played with my brother. One of those games that I've always wished would return. And it is. This is a game that is currently on Kickstarter, well, at least for the next couple days. This video is going to be releasing pretty close to the tail end of their Kickstarter. I think there's 5 days to go at the time of this recording, so at the time of this posting, it's probably like 4 days to go. And this is just such an awesome, very, very cool game. So in today's video, we're going to check out Warlord. We're going to open up some of these old classic packs of the game and just kind of talk about it. We're going to show off some of the decks that my brother and I had as a kid. I also got some other stuff here. We're going to give a big shout out to a certain individual who sent me a little Warlord care package not too long ago, and just kind of like go into it. Yeah, Warlord's great. You may have seen this card back before, but I am so stoked that it is finally coming back. Like I said, this is one of those games that I just always wanted to see get revitalized. It's one of those games that I would rank among the likes of stuff like Legend of the Five Rings. So, yeah, dude, let's get into it. All right, so to give it a quick breakdown, we're going to be opening up all of these booster packs. We're going to be opening up these little starter trial decks. I have whatever this is, and even more. We have a starter deck as well. This is a Free Kingdoms starter deck. We're going to show off whatever this is. I actually don't know. This was given to me. I have no idea what this is. And go over a little bit more stuff. And then finally, at the end of the video, we're going to do this exciting stuff first. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you my Warlord stuff from when I was a kid. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This is a game that I've wanted to cover for a long time, but I actually just haven't been able to because Warlord product has been incredibly rare and difficult to find. So, and also just like expensive as well, just being, you know, a beloved old game. That still has like a pretty passionate fan base. And speaking of which, let's get on to the person who actually sent me a lot of this stuff, or at least all the stuff you can currently see in the screen right now. So we're going to kind of go over this really quick right here, and it'll also have a link to the Kickstarter. I do want to say as well, I will have a link to the Kickstarter in the comment or in the description down below as well. So it just says, hey there, Red Zone Rogue. Welcome to the Accordlands, the awesome world of Warlord Saga of the Storm. I appreciate you taking the time to jump into it and hope you enjoy the experience. Yeah, Warlord is a fantastic game. It's super, super fun, and it basically has mechanics that I think a lot of you out there will resonate with, right? The slogan of the game, I think, was like, the game you already know how to play, and that's because it has kind of like D20, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder kind of mechanics, sort of. It's interesting. We'll get into it. It says, your care package includes some vintage demo decks to get started, an epic printed playmat to help you learn the rules, which is right here. We're not going to totally unfurl this. It's just kind of like a big paper playmat that has a lot of the rules on how to play. Yeah. Well, we'll kind of cover some of the basics here when we open up the starter decks. They've also included a random assortment of Magic the Gathering packs, which I have over here. We're not going to be opening those up today, but they sent me some Magic packs too. Look at these. I got some collecty boosties, and then this kind of like see-through Baldur's Gate pack. I don't know. And an Ikora pack. So I'll open up these in my own time. And one of these is probably going to go into my, this Ikora pack is likely going to go into my draft box. I have a big old Chaos draft box. Anyway, I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Yep, Chaos Draft Box, hell yeah. If you or anyone else has any questions about Warlord, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to help. There are sure many of us that can't wait to see what you pull and watch you throw some dice for the first time while discovering the joy and depth of strategy that Warlord has to offer. Yeah, so I will say this now. I have backed the Kickstarter, and I do want to do some more Warlord content. Is Warlord going to be a frequent thing here on Red Zone Rogue? I don't know. But I do really like the game, and it is one that I will be playing at least casually. We're sure to find the gameplay to be a breath of fresh air. Your gameplay is really, really great, and yet incredibly intuitive and familiar. Enjoy, David, the Warlord Card Gamer. This is the gentleman who sent this to me at Warlord Card Gamer. The playmat is not water resistance. Yada, 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 yada. So anyway, here's the Warlord rules doc if you want to scan that. And here is the Kickstarter if you want to scan that. Thank you, David. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into a lot of this stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to it. So the game is a D20 based system, and you basically form ranks, which I think is super cool. Here is this little 4th edition Warlord rule set, which is kind of funny. I learned on the 1st edition of Warlord, but I learned on the 4th edition of Magic. So anything, I always have like a nostalgia for anything 4th edition. So this is actually how you set up your game board. You have 3 level 1 units here. You have 2 level 2 units in the rank behind it, and then you have your Warlord, which is usually a level 5, really powerful unit. And the object of the game is to just kill your opponent's Warlord. The game is super fun. You attack, you roll dice. It's very much like D&D. Like, you compare your attack to their armor, so on and so forth. The Warlords usually don't have a whole lot of hit points, like maybe 4-ish, like 3 to 4, depending on what you got. So yeah, these are some like demo decks. I'm not sure what this is. This is probably more like a little pack. Let's go ahead and check out the demo decks first, and then we'll open up some booster packs. I'm really stoked. I've never actually had a free armies deck, because my brother had a Nothrog deck, which are basically like the orcs, and then I had a Deravinian deck. How do you say this? Devarinian. I had a Devarinian deck, which are kind of like evil magisters, evil witches and wizards and stuff. I'm just kind of into that. He beat me frequently. The orcs go smash. Like, they just smash face. So this one is a Sorsha, which is a mercenary warlord. The border helps dictate what region or kingdom they're from, but the blue one is kind of like monster, neutral style stuff. Ooh, card quality even from these old cards is so nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is the 2000s card quality. And look at this art, dude. All like hand-painted art. Super cool. Sorcha, Cone of Cold. Oh yeah, dude. Arc Lightning. So these are like spells that can be cast. Oh, I know these cards. These are from like the 1st edition. Charm Person. Oh, it's so cool. Acid Arrow, Magic Missiles. Like I said, very D&D style, right? So this can be cast by a level 1 magic user or wizard. I don't remember the exact classes. Trying to see if it'll say. Well, it just has the image. It's like a wizard, right? Spend order. Perform a number of consecutive +0 range strikes equal to the wizard's level. Ooh, do 5 of them with Sorsha. These strikes may not receive any bonuses to the die roll. Yeah, very cool. This is your Warlord, by the way. I kind of skipped over it. A mercenary warlord. This one only has 2 health, which is really low, actually. Most of them have a lot more than that. This 10 is like their bonus to like magic resistance. This is their level and their class, and the color is if they're good or evil. She's black, so she's evil. This is their attack, so when they attack, this is the number of attacks they get. So she gets 2 attacks. The first attack is at a +5 to your die roll, and then the second attack is a +0, and you compare that to your opponent's armor class, right? So let's see, say I'm rolling this attack right here. That was a nat 20. Okay, let's see it's not a 20, right? That's a 3, okay. So I rolled a 3, and then we add that 5, right, to make an attack of 8, and then we compare that to our opponent's armor class. Let's see if we have a ally in here. Yeah, like we have this this giant, which has an armor class of 13. That 8 would not have hit. And then when you hit, you deal exactly one damage unless the card says otherwise. You can only attack in here. Let me kind of let me form some ranks here. Let's see. Where's some level 1s? We'll do a proper loadout here. We need another level 1. Okay. Ooh, she's pretty cool. Love the art in that one. Get out of here, Sorith. We'll put her down. So are the blue ones the ones that it wants me to do? I bet the blue ones are the ones that it wants me to do the starting army. All right, we'll use the ones that it wants me to do the starting army, because I think this is like one of the demo decks here. So this is how you do your starting army, right? So you have this is one of the parts that I really like about the game, because you have a lot of customization with like what you start with. So we have 3 level 1s, 2 level 2s, and then you have your Warlord, right? And when you are attacking, you for the most part, if you're doing like a melee attack, it is against your opponent's like front row. So you'll be attacking their front lines with your front lines, unless they have the ranged mechanic, in which case you can kind of skip over. Yeah, the game is super flavorful, super fun, really has that like old 2000s TCG kind of feel. And like I said, it's one of those games that had a very passionate fan base. I'm not entirely sure why it ended up dying, possibly because it didn't sell well. I don't know. It's tough to say. If you know, please let me know in the comments. So anyway, let's just kind of go through the cards now that I've kind of gotten that out of the way. We've got some blasts, Ring of Spirit Rack. Yeah, very cool. So you can equip, horses, items to your stuff to make them more powerful. It's very D&D like. Spellbook. So for example, we can give our warlord this spellbook. This says this character has +1 level for casting spells, so she would shoot 6 of those magic missiles. Whenever this character casts spells, the DC of magic saves for those spells is increased by 2. This card's sweet. We got the giant that we showed off. Zandara. The rarity, by the way, is down here on the bottom, and it follows like Pokemon style rarity. So a circle is common, diamond is uncommon, star is rare, and then a star with a circle, I believe, is like promo or something like that. Got a weird serpent, Caradwen, Amon Seket or Selket. It's like a mummy. Look at that mummy. Mummy's alive. We have Sorith. We have a Brine Fiend. Sabbath Iskar, mercenary monster. We have Sturgis, the Umber Hulk, charm person, and then we have that our starting army. I think they had these in blue just to show that they're your starting army. Very cool. Yeah, that'll be fun to kind of like jam against another player. We're gonna leave this one sealed for now because it's I'm pretty sure it's just the same stuff. All right, let's take a look at a different style of army. This one is Nothrog. Nothrog are the orcs, essentially, and you can tell because they've got the green border and also like they're orcs, right? So this is Krun. These two actually are decks that came in the battle box that I showed off just a little bit ago. So here's this battle box, right? I think those are the decks that come in the battle box. I bought the battle box after the fact. I did not have the battle box as a kid, but the 2 decks in there I did have as a kid, and you can see they're a little. They've been through the ringer a little. So we have Krun, Fardun, Tao's Axeman. So like you can see, like if you like the orcs, shout out to my buddy Ian. Here's your orcs, right? You're gonna be playing the Nothrog. They're all about smashing, punching, and just being generally absolute menaces on the battlefield. Great Cleave, improvised weapon, charge, longsword. Fighter and rogue only, so your character needs to be at least level 4, and I think you add for your warlord, I think you add their level or your rank to the level, something like that. I'll have to look it up again for like equipping, but there's a rule for equipping stuff that I think you add your level or something like that. Okay, let's go find. All right, so yeah, I was right. So it is your character's level plus the rank that they're currently in needs to equal that number for this, right? So a level 2 unit in rank 2 could equip the longsword. Yeah. I remember it was something like that. Just kind of like, very like 2000s kind of style rules. I don't know. It's cool. Got your warhorse, critical strike. The oval, by the way, means anyone. It's like generic. But then this one says it has to be fighter and rogue. So it's basically like a dual class style weapon. And there's like 4 classes, I think. It's wizard, rogue, cleric, and wizard, rogue, cleric, and fighter. Yeah. Critical strike, Lasara. So like this one is, the hand is a rogue. So this is a orc rogue. Modok. Yeah, dude. Check her out, dude. This is Mad Max as hell. Yeah, dude. All right, so let's check out this one here. So this is the free kingdoms with Logan, Ebon, Wolf. Free kingdoms are more like your humans. You have other human stuff like the Deverenians, but this is kind of like your standard good guy-ish style humans, right? Like your rogues, but you also have stuff like dwarves and that kind of thing. You also have elves as well. So we have Keziah, Angus Hammerfell. I know a lot of folks are going to really dig this faction. Darian Winson, Basil Nemes. God, the art. The art is so like old school and awesome. And I'm just so stoked that they're bringing this game back and they're keeping the same style of art. I think they're getting some of the previous artists. They have some new artists like Mateus from who does Flesh and Blood art is going to be working on this game as well. Assassination, To Fight Another Day, Swift, Backstab. So this is more like rogue style stuff because the Warlord here is a rogue. As you can see, rogue with 3 health, and Crom here had 3 health, but I've seen some with 4. I think 3 is the typical rate. Swift, Backstab. Oh yeah, excellent stuff. Angus Hammerfell and Alia. Yeah, it's game is so much fun to play. All right, so we have those. Those are kind of like, I think the more or less like the demo, style decks. Now let's get into, I want to open up some packs. So we'll open up some packs and then we'll get into these. I have not seen these at all, and it's gonna be cool to see like this Free Kingdoms actual like deck here. So I'll set these two aside. Set these two aside here, and we'll open up this thing first because I'm not entirely sure what this little pack is. Definitely not a deck, but it could be maybe like an army, like your starter army. This one is a Warlord. This is a Deveranian Warlord. Adonis the Kozener, which is a Deveranian Warlord. Duke Tremaine is an illusionist. Yeah. And then we have, maybe is this a bunch of Warlords? We have Lassan Warbreaker. Yo, this guy looks sick. Look at this dwarf dude. Then we have a Korios Bodak. Elf Warlord. So it's like an elf spirit. Maybe it's all of the factions. So like the white border is like the elven kingdoms. We have the Lady of Mercy. All right, I like her quite a bit. Cool assassin lady. I'm down. She is a Warlord Cantor Charisma. She's a cleric and a rogue. Yo, let's go dual class. That's very cool. We have Simon Abraxas. Remember, blue border is like a monster or neutral style frame. This kind of like sunburst. I always thought it was a mace, like a spiked mace. But this is cleric. So Simon Abraxas is a cleric, and then we have Sulak Bloodgullet, a Nothrog Warlord. Oh, this is sick. Super cool. Yeah, so I think these are the main factions here. It's a little hard to tell, but this dude is the Dwarven faction specifically, whereas this one is Free Kingdoms. I always confuse the two because sometimes I think that some of the Dwarven units will also be in Free Kingdoms, like the Dwarven characters. Yeah, like this dude, Angus Hammerfell. This is a Free Kingdoms character, but he's also like a dwarf. Oh, he says he's in exile. Okay, lore-wise, I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, so these are like the main factions that you can expect in Warlord. This is the one that I played the most, the Deveranians, but I don't know, I like the Lady of Mercy. She's pretty cool. All right, let's see what this is. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea what this is. And let's check it out. It's part of the little care package that was sent to me by Dave, the Warlord Card Gamer. Give him a shout out. Wanted to make sure I got the name right. All right, let's see. Ooh. Oh, okay. What is this? This card is wild. This upside down card is wild. Okay, let's check out this thing first. Zaxxon, plus 14? 19 defense? What the hell is this thing? Free Kingdoms Overlord monster. It's like a Minotaur. He's a rogue, a level 8 rogue. May not equip steeds, inflicts an additional wound when he hits a spent character with a melee or ranged strike. A spent character is basically like tapped. Order, twice per turn, move forward or backward 1 rank. This guy seems overpowered. React after killing a spent character, discard a card, perform a melee strike. This guy seems insane. Is he just insane? He's got 5 health. This is like a boss character. Is this a boss character? And then we have Altus Darkheart, who has 3 attacks, +9, +7, and +6. Mercenary Dragon Lord, Overlord, Stealth +6, Assassin. Dude, I love this guy. This is my favorite guy so far. He's a dragon assassin. He's a level 9, +11. He has 4 health, 18 armor. Your dragons are non-unique mercenaries with stealth +0 and may enter play adjacent to Altus if he is unstunned, even if he is in opposing formation. What? React. After an adjacent dragon moves, move Altus to the dragon. Bro, what are these cards? These are insane. Okay. Those two are nuts. Like, compare them to, like, her. And she's got 4 and 4. It's pretty good. And 15 armor. She's got 3 health. This is, like, a very standard. She's a level 4, though. Which is lower than normal. You usually have a level 5. But she's level 4, I think, because she's a dual class. She's a cleric and rogue. Your free kingdoms critically succeed on a natural die roll of 17 or greater. Ooh, you got, like, extra crit. You got, like, Keen, I think is what it's called in old school D&D. React. After a character rolls a crit on a melee strike, stun the target of the strike. Ooh, that seems pretty good. And you can see like the little star on the bottom to signify that that's like a promo card. These rarities, is it the little, yeah, the little upside down triangle, I think are like unique cards or like promos or something. I've gotten a couple before in like little promo packs. These seem insane. These feel overpowered. All right, let's get to some booster packs. So we have boosters for 6 different sets, right? And I'm not entirely sure of the order, but I know this one is the first one. This is Warlord. This is the set that I learned to play with. We also have Sneak Attack. Hell yeah. We have Dominance, Death's Bargain, Good and Evil, and then Assassin's Strike. You'll love to see it. And then we have some extra packs. We have some more of the base set, Sneak Attack and Assassin's Strike. Yo, I don't know if he gave me the Assassin's Strike stuff specifically because I'm really into like assassin-y things, but hell yeah, dude. All right, so we got some packs to open. I'm really excited, and then we're gonna kind of quickly go over the decks and then show off my Warlord stuff when I was a kid because, well, you'll see. You'll see some stuff. I didn't have a crazy collection. It's one of those games that my brother and I picked up. We played a lot, and that was kind of it. All right, so let's open up our very first pack of Warlord, dude. Super stoked. MSRP $2.79 US. 2001. And the pack feels like it's from 2001. Oh my god, dude. The nostalgia is real. My brother and I have opened up a bunch of these packs. Oh, I gotta smell it. Ooh. You gotta smell the old cards. They all have like a nice, oh dude, the card stock. It's just so sweet. We got a Brine Fiend, Gabriel of Lear. These are all commons. I Have Your Back. God, the art is so good. Artist, by the way, is on the side. Whisper Shot. I really liked one called Forlorn. Ooh, Upside Down. Got some Upside Down cards. Bloodstained Dagger. So this is an uncommon here. We have a Deveranian Shield. I have this in the deck that I was playing. We have a Longbow. This is still uncommon. Ooh, this is our rare. Grey Elf's Gratitude. Yo, she looks sweet. Spend order. This cleric targets a character in your discard pile. Put it in your hand. Oh, cool. It's kind of like you get it back. Spend order means you tap. So that's our rare here. We have more commons. We have Jigorl. Run Him Through. And then Faith. She's a dwarf. All right. We'll keep the rares down here, right? I'm not sure if there's any like uncommons or anything that are like, you know, super pog pulls. Not sure. But what I am sure is I love opening old packs. So this is great. This is a great like nostalgic thing for me. We have Calm. Warhorse. I've definitely played this card quite a bit. We have Caradwen. Hey, we've seen her already. Beautiful. We have Divine Protection. Oh, this is our rare. What? Oh, it was 3 uncommons and then the rare. That first pack was weird order. Divine Protection is our rare. Order. This cleric targets a character until the end of turn. The target has the ability to spend react before a melee strike roll targeting this character. Make a melee strike roll targeting the opponent. Okay, so you just got to punch him back. That's kind of cool. We'll punch back. We have a Minor Regeneration. Bull Strength. Sir Eowyn. Deveranian. Scout Pony. We have Jump. Basil. And then Come Get Some. Oh, I like the art of that card. That card's sick. Come Get Some. Yeah, I really like, there's a couple cards that I just really love the art for from the first set. There's Forlorn, and there's a Lady Tremaine. There's a couple like battle ladies. I hated this card. My brother played this one a lot. Like I said, total Mad Max vibes. Kenya, she's an uncommon Nothrog. We have Shield Block, so we have uncommons first, and then we'll have a rare up next. So, a Lenatakis. And then our rare, King Zod. Oh, dude. All right, that seems cool. So this is a Dwarf Warlord, 17 armor. He's a warrior. He's a good warrior. 8 attack, and then 3 attack. 7 defense, or +7 magical defense. Dwarves in your army are +1 level for equipping items. Okay, sweet. Order once per turn, search your deck for an item of level 5 or less, show it to other players, and then add it to your hand. Dude, it's just an order. It's not a spend order. Dude, he seems sick. He has the standard 3 health. All right, we take the rare Warlord. That is cool. Swift, Summon Guardian, Brindle, Leather Cap. Just the old school style art. Like major armor. Look at this, dude. That's sick. Frederick Lar. And then we have Finesse. All right, so those are our 3 packs of like the base set. Dude, King Zod, hell yeah, dude. All right, let's open up Assassin's Strike. Actually, let's cycle the camera first. Just cycling the camera because it can only record for 29 minutes without dying, such is the life of a DSLR user. But I like the image quality. And I'm just kind of old school. Ooh, dude, we have a foil on the front. I've never gotten a foil card for this game, so I've never even seen a foil card for this game. Bro, the foil, it's a rare too. It feels like is every card foil? No. This feels like a cold foil or something. Look at that ancient, 20-year-old foiling. Rack Ironbone, a Dwarf Warlord. Dude, we're just pulling the Dwarf Warlords. 9/6 Warlord unique, Lord of Rockholm. Order until end of turn. Rock gets +4 attack and his melee strikes an additional wound. That's it. That sounds sick. But he suffers an additional wound. This ability can only use once per turn. But he has 4 health, right? So he has a little bit more. All right, yeah. When you want to punch real hard with your dwarves. We have Scry, Sarth, Battle Rage. Training at the guild. I do recognize some of these cards as well. Blessed Vestments. Okay, I actually really recognize this set. I'm pretty sure I opened up multiple packs of this set. So this is Uncommon Invisibility Potion. You're gonna see this. I actually own I own all these cards already. Yeah, this is the set that I opened a ton of. Yeah, dude, this is so nostalgic. Yeah. All right. Well. So Assassin's Strike. This one came out in 2001. Same as the core set. Yeah, sorry, I think our starters were core set. Yep, here we have the Punch Daggers. Why do I always get this card? This is like my 3rd or 4th Kazia's Punch Daggers. Or Iora's Daggers. You'll see, I own a couple of these already. That's actually really funny. All right, yeah. That's really funny. We have Nemeseth, Tekken Ket. Yeah, these are just super nostalgic. Breastplate, Alhana Genakort. Yeah. Ooh, wait. We got this as a rare in the front. We got another rare. Wait, did the other one have a second rare too? I wasn't paying attention. I don't think it did. It did not. Okay, the other one did not have a second rare. This one has a second rare. So we got the Iora's Daggers, but she's also a rare. Alhana Genakort. It's got a little star symbol. Okay, we'll take the double rare pack. Yeah, we'll take it. Notably, not a Warlord, but it is level 3, which is pretty high for a non-Warlord. Got Vital Spot, another Invisibility Potion. I had a lot of these. Though I remember Chad Dwarf, Stalwart. Another Kazia's Loris Daggers. What? It's a rare. It has the rare symbol on it. I don't know. Like I said, I tend to pull that card often. Was there a thing where you just had so many Kazia's daggers in this set? I have so many of these daggers, dude. All right. Like even as a kid, I opened up a bunch of them. MSRP $2.99. Sneak Attack. This one is, where's the date? Am I blind? 2004. So this is a few years into it. You know, let's try to go in order. So we have 2001, 2005, 2003. All right, so we'll go in this order. So we have Good and Evil, Dominant, Sneak Attack, and then Bargain. We'll try to go in chronological order. in the pack opening. Oh, this pack feels really different. Lord Anguissant. All right, so this one is this is a common here. Two-handed sword. All right, we got a two-hander. Darkness. I do like the art in that one. Rogues Guild. Hey, how's it going, Rogues Gallery? Rogues Guild. Needs to be Rogues Gallery. We're going to set this card aside just because. Just because. We have Distrust. Protection from Missiles. Defensive Posture. Dude, bro, it's the same. Is the same lady. It's like the same battle. Our rare is Divine Anguish. Order the cleric targets an opposing character in an adjacent rank. The target must succeed a magic save DC 16 or move back 1 rank. Interesting. It's just an order, not a spend order. Death Rune. All right. We have Rock Crawlers. And then Black Sun Shield. May only be equipped by an evil paladin. +5 skill. Oh, interesting. Black Sun Shield. I don't know how many evil paladins there are. We're gonna keep the Rogues Gallery over here, because you know Rogues Gallery. So this pack is Dominance. So this one is from 2003. Yeah, this is so nostalgic, and like I said, this game is currently on Kickstarter. It is kind of coming back. They do have a little Revsheth. I dig her goth, goth elf mommy vibes. Punch Drunk. Anyway, the game's on Kickstarter right now, and they do have part of the Kickstarter is like a battle, like a treasure chest that has a bunch of powerful reprints of old cards. So, ooh, what is this? Soul Gem Tenira. This seems sick. Okay, so we have a foil Soul Gem, +1/+1, 9 cleric, Soul Gem unique. All characters in your army have +2 skill. What? If you have 3 other Soul Gems in play as well, all characters in your army have an additional +2 skill, +4 total, and this card's attack and AC bonuses are doubled. Dude, this card is awesome. Soul Gems, like foil too. I wonder if this was a big one back in the day, or still is. We have Alert, Wizard's Guard. Oh, the art is so sick. Mythglin's Caprice. Ooh, fireworks. Very, very Lord of the Rings. Naktar. Chainmail of Loyalty and a Temple of Lore. Soul Gem. Dude, that's sick. I'm gonna get all the gems. So we have Sneak Attack. This one is a 2004 MSRP, $2.99. What if I can just do the middle? Kind of, but it doesn't feel great. I like the other way of opening. We have Fighting Sticks. This is common. The order is different every single time. Percy Dorn. Ooh, Fireflies. Love the art on that one. Divining Cards. Really love the art on this one. Anything with like cards and like pretty ladies, sign me up. We'll put that over here. Chant. Relic. We're still on commons. We have Lodestone Buckler. Primal Rage. This is our rare. This looks sick as well. Okay, so order. Suffer 1 wound. Until the end of the turn, your character has +5 attack and performs an extra melee strike when attacking. Base +1 attack. If the character is a barbarian, monster, or lycanthrope, it inflicts an additional wound when it hits with a melee strike. Okay. Yeah, that's your like berserker mode. We have Tiger form. Very like lycanthrope form. Interesting. Roland Tzin, Free Kingdom's Mentalist. It's kind of like a generic style. Winter's Shadow. This poor little gnome dude. Interesting. Come on, let's get another foil. We got some pretty sweet foils. Like I think the cards we've opened so far have been pretty cool. We got some rare warlords. We got the foiled, One Ring. Not the One Ring, but the Soul Gem. Markapple Ivy. So it's kind of more like a monster. Outmatched. Lycos. Yo, aroo! got a wolf buddy. Percy Dorn again. Keep up the pace. We have a Mirage Potion. Capix. Nice. Mental Assault. This is our rare. Mentalist and Wizard only. Spend order target character within 3 ranks Must make a will save DC 9, DC 11 if this character is a mentalist. For each card in the controller's hand, each time the target fails, except for a wound? Holy crap, that sounds insane. You just like nuke someone. Wow, okay. That card seems real good. Book of Days. Fidelus Genus. Monk. And then Cabal Spire. Interesting. It's like a location type card. Those are new. I've not seen location type stuff. I mean, we've seen them in other packs, but it just like dawned on me that they did not exist when I played. And then our final booster pack is Death's Bargain. And then we'll open up the other stuff. And then kind of show you where I'm coming from, which is like some early sets and some early stuff. And you're going to see my cards and how they were kind of got beat up a little bit when I was a kid. So, final pack. We have Mana Shield. It's uncommon. Leston Drac. Oh, you know what? These are uncommons. I bet it'll go 3 uncommons and then the rare. So let's try to do like a card trick. All right, I think that worked. We got Wanderlust, Oubliette Hound, Joel Kirkpatrick, Transference, Spell Components. God, the vibes are so on point. Draga, Free Kingdoms. We have Treason's Wages. Now we have the Mana Shield, Leston Drac, Ariella. Oh, she's from the booster pack. She's the card from the booster. She's Astral Celestial. She's basically like an angel. Spend order, perform a range strike. She seems really good too. And then our rare is a Malachite Gargoyle. Dwarf unique Gargoyle, defend +4. You have to have a 4 or higher cleric in your army to bring it into play. Wounds suffered by the gargoyle may not be reduced or removed. Gargoyles adjacent to Malachite Gargoyle may not be targeted with melee strikes. All right, gargoyle like themed deck. All right, that's pretty cool, dude. We got the angel on the art there. These 2 cards are still insane. I have no idea what's up with these 2 cards. They're like buck wild, and this like Warlord pack is also equally very, very cool. All right, so let's check out this deck, and then we'll check out this deck. Hopefully there will be an easy way to open this. But knowing what I know about old card games, there's not... Sometimes they just don't have a pull tab. Sometimes you're like, yo, where's the pull tab? And it's just like, well, it's either like they forgot to put it on, or it's just like didn't cut well, or something like that. So we are just going to go... We're just going to do that. I've opened up enough of these. We can kind of get through it. So we have Set Croc. So this is a Nothrog deck. So Vels of Clan Manica. This is a rare. Turtle. Interesting. The card back feels a little bit different here. Snegrob. Love the name. Also a rare. Goblin. Yo, Goblin Reserve if you're watching. Goblins, yo. Spear Streamer. More Spear Streamer. Riddark. This deck feels a little bit stronger than the previous ones. We have Corvos, Cast, because I see like multiples of like uncommons, some rares. We have Jisik, Hovrak. God, the name. See, this isn't the rare. Nothrog, Power Attack 6. We have Geech. Got 3 Geech. Ardak is another rare. Akvuk. Got like a couple. Like +7 attack on a level 1. I think they had some power creep for sure. Relian Trubreed is another rare. Just got a bunch of rares in this. Once again, another rare. Improved Bull Rush, another rare. Jeez. Sudden Reversal. Ball of the Scout. Was this like a good deck? Like a good like precon? We have a Scimitars. Sandbox. We have the Havat on Stance. Bribe. Uncertain Path. Phalanx. Got a couple Phalanx. Wedge Antilles. We got a Chokehold, Flank Attack from the Shadows. I dig it. We have it's just a spear. Spiked Spolders. Gotta love some Spiked Pauldrons. Wildman's Mail. Belt of Bear. Another Wildman's Mail. And then we have some like neutral cards. We have Azam, which is a rare mercenary. Pretty cool. If your Warlord is a mercenary, Azam has riding +4. You can equip steeds regardless of class restrictions. Oh, interesting. Just gets all the horses. Got Landshark, another rare. Lady Tornhawk, she seems pretty cool. Also, that was uncommon actually. Twisted Hyenas, and then the final card is The Giving, which is just a common, but I'm not familiar with this card border. Interesting. The Chosen Thrall. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, well, that's this deck. It seems pretty cool to be honest. They seem to have like a lot of rares. This deck seems better than most of the ones I'm familiar with. Let's check out this one to see. This one does have a pull tab. Let's check out this one to see if it like falls in line. So this is from the Betrayal set. This is a Free Kingdoms deck. And as we covered, there are, you know, these different factions: Free Kingdoms, Elves, Dwarves, Deveranian, Nothrog, and then like monsters, or neutral, I guess. All right, so we have the How to Play, Betrayal, Rules of War, and then we have Bakbu Umbala. This is a Seer, so this is not our Warlord. Shade Lion, Lord Anguissant. Oh, is this? This feels a. Let's kind of flip through these. I'll say it feels a little. Ooh, got a foil. It feels a little random. But we shall see. Maybe I'm not sure how random this is. It kind of reminds me of old Magic, like tournament decks, right? Where you'd have like 9 uncommons, 3 rares, and a bunch of commons. Out of the Shadows, Dagger, Riding Horse, Longsword, Kazaya. So we definitely have some like Free Kingdom stuff that we recognize. A lot of these cards that we do recognize. Leveled, I remember this card. If you kill something, your character basically levels up. It's very, very flavorful and cool. You get a bunch of stats. Yeah, it's cool. Backstab, Heavy Crossbow, Ballista Crew, Avalanche. Yeah, I recognize a lot of these cards. Nothrog Daggers. Ooh, haven't seen these. They look cool. Ablung's Quickmail, Pole Deslins, Marin Treek. We have an Elf Dude. Scorch. Scorch looks pretty cool. Mangonel, Elise. These are all uncommons. The Iron Duke. Benedrick. Yeah, it feels like it's not like a preset list. It feels like kind of random. Judas Root Poison. We got the Strike. Ooh, so this must be our Warlord. Yeah, he's the dude on the box, right? So this is Vronish Kez. Free Kingdoms Warlord, unique. He's got a 6 attack, 2, 14, level 5 rogue, 5 resist, and then 3 health. It says unique. Mascaris, Vronish Kez gets +2 attack, +2 AC, and +2 skill for each faction other than Free Kingdoms in his army. Oh, I see. Okay, that's why there's a bunch of stuff where it feels a little bit random. Why there's like this Deveranian dude and like the dwarves and the elves and stuff. Okay, that does make a lot of sense. Okay, maybe it is a pre-constructed thing, and he just really synergizes with that. React, once per turn, ignore the loyalty penalty when bringing an evil character into play. And are all of the other ones evil? It looks like they are. Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I dig it. So he actually gets like super powered up by the rest of the dudes that he has. So that's our Warlord. We have Words of Hope, another Mangonel, Favor of Fools. We do have a foil here. I'm very curious what this foil is. Lay Hands is a foil rare. Good Paladin only. Interesting. We have another rare. So we have one rare here. And then we have Anil, which is a dwarf. That's a good dwarf. We have Hrunting, which is the name of Beowulf's sword, I'm pretty sure. We have Scorch, Clerical Blessing, and then Calling the Fury. I actually really like the art on that card. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What does the box say? Rules of lands. Abraxas with an iron fist. His men fill the gladiatorial pits and mercenary troops of... Okay. He has no loyalty beyond the last person to pay him, and his heart holds no love for anyone. So yeah, he just has like a wild troop of dudes. Interesting. Very, very cool. I dig it. All right, well, that's the stuff we have to open. Let me show you some of the stuff that I had as a kid, right? God, King's Odd, dude. I think we got some pretty cool pulls. I'm not 100% sure on a lot of it, but I think it's pretty cool. So we're gonna put this deck back in the box, and then we're gonna be able to compare this with some of the decks that I had as a kid, because I still have them. So let's kind of like show this off. So this is the Warlord Battle Box. This is something I bought in the last like 5 years or so, just because I wanted to get Warlord and do a Warlord video, but the Battle Box didn't have enough to really make a video on. So the Battle Box has this colored rulebook, which is great. Here's kind of how you start up the armies and all that kind of good stuff that I covered. Nice little rulebook. It also has a big playmat, very similar to the one that we showed off earlier. Then this is the cards that I have. All right, so the Battle Box basically has two of the decks we saw already. It has the Logan Ebonwolf deck, and I'm pretty sure it's like the same deck, or it's pretty darn close to being the same deck. And then it has the Krun deck, which I'm, once again, pretty sure it's the same deck or pretty darn close. And then these are the cards that my brother and I had as kids. So we'll take these out and kind of show you. So this is my brother's deck, the Nothrog Legion. These are all of our extra cards. And then this was my deck, the Deveranian Legion. And look at this. I tend to keep my stuff pretty nicely, but this, or pretty nice, but this got kind of jacked up. And here's like the how to play. Here's the punch daggers. So I mixed up Keziah's Loris daggers and the punch daggers. But yeah, look at this. I had two of these freaking daggers already. You can see the cards are like real bent. They did not have a great time of it. So here are the rares we had. So we had like the daggers. We have Smoke Bomb, Stinking Cloud, which I think is pretty good. I should probably put that in the deck. We have Strong Arm, which is a dwarf who can cast spells. Yeah, he has like 3 health, but he can cast spells. And then we have stuff, like I said, like Invisibility Potion, Vestments, just a bunch of the cards that we saw, you know, in some of these packs, which is kind of crazy. Totally didn't realize. Oh, the art on this card is so sick. Sleep. Yeah, dude. Didn't realize that's what we were opening. So, we got these. These cards are really interesting. These ones are like anti-cards. They're treasure, which means if you put it into play, the game's winner keeps it. So we have Punch Daggers, Unseen Arrow, all of these weird like anti-cards. Rod of Absorption, Masterwork Armor. Yeah, just these weird treasure cards that your opponent gets to keep, which is weird? I don't know, it's weird. This is my brother's Warlord deck. His deck won most of the time. This guy just absolutely destroyed me. Uthanak, he also is running some punch daggers. I remember Sierra, Eyes of Fire. Oh, dude, this is... Yeah, here's the stupid Kenya. Each of these decks also... Brenter's Helm is a classic. Each of these decks has like a... I don't want to call it a legendary weapon, but it has like a super powerful weapon. Oh, here's Forlorn. Dude, look at the art on that. Like I said, this is one of the cards that always, like, I remember the art for. It's just so sick. I'm gonna try to find the Uber weapon. I don't think Tyson, the name of my brother, here, this card, Grimsteel. I don't think he ever was able to actually play it, but yeah, Grimsteel, look at this. Unique weapon, 10, has +7 and +2. Only Nothrogs can equip, and while equipped, the character gains + hit point and an extra melee strike while attacking equal to his or her highest attack, and you can discard it to ready the character. So this means with Uthanak will have 16, 16, and then 3 attacks. What the hell? What the hell? And then he has 4 hit points. Yeah, gross. Absolutely gross. And he just destroyed my squishy little wizard body. Yeah, here's some more punch daggers. Just putting all the punch daggers in. We had a lot of punch daggers. Look at all these Rod of Absorptions. A lot of like anti-cards. Yeah. So this was Tyson's deck. By the way, we were like pretty young when these came out. And then here's my Deveranian deck that got absolutely jacked up. At one point, these were in sleeves. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. But, you know, we moved around a lot. Things got packaged up. These got, like, stored away when I went to college. And then, you know, after I, you know, moved in with my partner, which has been a very long time ago, I got all my stuff and I got my brother's deck and, you know, he doesn't really care much about card games all that much anymore. But look at this. My poor deck got absolutely bent. Oh, I hate it. But this is my dude, Slayer the Unkind. You can kill one of your characters to ready him. So basically the idea is to, like, he's just like a machine gun. You sack your dudes and you, like, just, you know, cast a lot of spells. So yeah, Slayer the Unkind, Lady Meliagrance, Lady Beatrix. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The cool like warrior ladies. And yeah, this is the deck that I played in. Squire Kellinor. It's got my name. Kador, Rod of Striking. Slayer with a rod is really good. It's really good. Yes, I understand how that sounds. We have Sierra Eyes of Fire. Pretty cool, like barbarian lady. Urian's the Defiant. I liked Urian's. He can equip a fighter item. I think a lot of the cards from this set became obsolete over time. Chain the Psyche is, like, very good. You can target a character up to 3 ranks away, and they have to succeed a magic save DC 21 or suffer 2 wounds. 2 wounds is so much. We have Charmed Person, another Urian's, Full Plate, Spellbook, Ice Bolt. I also had a Forlorn, another Ice Bolt. Yeah, this is. Oh, here's my like legendary thing. It's a Lothian Lawhammer, +7 attack, +2 armor, 10, and then only Deveranians may equip. While equipped, the character gains one hit point and 1 extra melee strike when attacking, equal to his or her highest strike, and you can discard to ready the character. It's basically the same thing. So with this, you get 2 10 attacks with Slayer, which is pretty good. Chain the Psyche again. Very cool. Visible Servant. I really remember liking this one quite a bit because you can have him next to your Slayer, and then he gets the +8 attack, 8 AC. Good stuff. Contagion, another great spell. Charm Person, Battle Axe, Bloodsteed. This is where the cards are getting a little jacked up. Level Up, Summon Imp. Yeah, man. Here's another Visible Servant. So basically what I'm trying to say is this game is sweet, and I really liked this game as a kid, and I really like this game as an adult, and I'm really looking forward to it again from Kickstarter. Once again, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be playing this or covering this here on the channel, but Warlord is a legitimately really fun game. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend backing the Kickstarter at, like, just for fun, right? A lot of people approach Kickstarter and they're like, oh, I want to invest in it, right? I want to buy into it. Buy it like a board game is my suggestion. Warlord is a fun game that has, like, D&D style mechanics that you can just, you know, have some decks, play with some friends, and have a great time. If you want to do the whole TCG thing with it, you could do that too. I mean, there seems to be some pretty cool stuff. Like, this Soul Gem is really cool. I like this, almost like cold foil before cold foils existed. These freaking daggers. Were they misprinted? It has a star, but they feel common. I don't know. Anyway, got this rack Ironbone. Anyway, we'll put the cool gem on front because that seems like the sweet pull. And then these cards. What the hell's up with these cards? These cards are insane. These are both, like, actually nutso cards. So, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think of Warlord, Saga of the Storm. Like I said, I'm going to be back in the Kickstarter. Well, I already did. And I'll probably do another video or two after the Kickstarter launches, once I get my product. Maybe find someone to do some gameplay with. That would be a lot of fun. And generally just have some good times playing some Warlord. The games are actually pretty quick, too, which is also great. I like games that, you know, respect my time. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. And, yeah, see you next time.